Thanks for tuning in to the September 2020 Energetic Support. It's a gifted group universal sphere. Whether you're listening live or later, the effect will be the same. And I really appreciate you being here. My name is Scott Walker. I'm a Universal Sphere instructor based out of Banff, Alberta, Canada. And I've been an instructor for a little over 2 years now and do Universal Sphere every day and truly love it. And a little bit about Universal Sphere. It is an energy modality. Um, it's a way of consciously connecting with solution energy. Another way to say that is with collective consciousness. And it's a tool that's very easy to learn, very quick, and it's something you can do for yourself. You can do it for others, or the planet, pets, animals, buildings, situations, etc. So in this experience right now, you will not be learning how to do Universal Sphere. If you would like to learn more about that, I'll share a little bit after the experience. Bottom line is for today, all you have to do is be open, curious, and receptive. And what I'd like you to do is to think of one thing that you desire energetic support around. So that could be something that's difficult or challenging in your life that you'd like to improve. It could be a goal you set for September that you'd like to achieve. It could be your overall target for 2020 that you would like to reach. It could be something that's not going well in your life that you'd like to release, to let go of, to no longer have in your life. So make sure you think of that one thing, and that one thing is what we will be creating energetic support for. And what I'd like you to do as well is take a note of how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling excited? How are you feeling? So please take a note of that. And what I'd like you to do, if you haven't already, is to close your eyes. Be in a nice, comfortable position, either in a comfortable chair like I am. You could be lying on the couch, lying on the floor, lying in your bed. And ideally have any notifications turned off for either your phone or different applications on your iPad or computer. Ensure that you're in a distraction free, quiet place. And with your eyes closed, I'll ask you to start taking some nice deep breaths. So as you're breathing in, we're focusing on expansion. And as you're breathing out, you're letting go of any stress or worries that you have. At your own pace, continue taking some nice deep breaths. And ideally, those breaths are coming from deep in your belly. So full inhalation, full exhalation. Kind of like when you see a dog on its side and it's sleeping. Those are the sort of breaths you'd like to be having. And I'm going to slowly start creating this sphere. So if you are someone that knows Universal Sphere or a different type of energy work, please do that along with me. It'll help build the energy even more. And as this sphere is being created, I forgot to say we'll be doing two spheres. So the first will be assisting the planet during this global situation, and the second will be on empowering what you desire energetic support around. So I'm starting to create this energy for this first sphere, and as I am, just really be open and curious. And Universal Sphere, it is a feeling process, not a thinking process. So if you do have thoughts running in your head, you're thinking of something that happened or something that will happen, just remind yourself to come back and focus on your breathing. And be gentle. Don't beat yourself up for still having thoughts going on. Just really bring yourself back to being focused on your breathing. That's really all you have to do. And as this energy is being created, I can feel it building. And whether you feel anything or not, that's okay. I really honor you to, or ask you to honor whatever experience you do or do not have, and to release any expectations around such. So as I'm creating this sphere, I'm just really being filled with gratitude right now, being grateful for being here right now, being grateful for being healthy, being grateful for knowing how to do universal sphere. So I'm just going to be quiet for a few moments here, and again, just really focus on your breathing and a feeling of gratitude. And I just had a few yawns, and for me, when I'm doing energy work and I yawn, it means that the energy is moving. I'm grateful for that sign. And we're doing this sphere to support planet Earth. Our planet is going through tremendous change right now on multiple levels. And by us creating this sphere, we're sending the planet love and light. And we're assisting in increasing the energetic vibration of the planet. And we are fortunate to live on this truly incredibly beautiful planet, filled with incredible landscapes and beautiful people. And it is our home. It's our home. It's each of our homes. Oh, just had a really big yawn there. So the energy is definitely moving. So I'm just going to let this build a little bit longer. And personally, my hands are tingling right now. So I'm going to slowly release this sphere. So as I do so, just remain still. Keep focusing on your breathing, and as that is happening, this energy is being sent out in an outward expansive way. And what I'll ask you to do now is to slowly wiggle your toes, slowly wiggle your fingers. You can stretch, you can do a neck roll, what have you. Bring yourself physically back to the space. And I'll encourage you to keep your eyes closed. You can even shake out a little bit so that that first sphere is sent and offered. And with this next sphere, we're going to focus on supercharging the intention that you have. So again, it could be any one of the items I mentioned before. Just bring to mind that particular thing you would like energetic support around. And for this one, I'm going to do something different that I haven't done before. I'm actually going to be quiet the vast majority of the time. And I will, of course, say when I've started creating the sphere and when I've released the sphere. However, in between will be quiet. So I'll be curious to see what your experience of that is. And I did set a timer because sometimes I lose all track of time when I'm doing spheres for myself. So you might hear a slight alarm go off, and that's to let me know that it's done. Because otherwise I could be going until, who knows, 3 hours from now. So I'll ask you to get nice and centered again, and your eyes are most likely still closed. If they're not, please close them, and be still where you are. And I'm slowly going to start creating this sphere, and it'll be silent. So enjoy the experience, and if you do find your head is coming into it and you're thinking of things, remind yourself to focus on your breathing. So here we go. So I've really been feeling the energy building, and I do find that for me, the spheres are always much more powerful when I'm not talking. Of course, when I do them on my own, while I'm creating the sphere, I don't talk at all. And during this sphere, I was yawning a lot. So for me, that means that there's personally a lot of energy moving. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly release this sphere and offer it. And as I'm doing that, what I'd like you to do is to remain still and to bring to mind what you desire energetic expansion with. So whether it's something you're looking to improve, something to let go of, etc. So think of that and visualize it having already happened and be grateful that it's already happened. So let that sink in as the sphere is infusing every cell of your body. And take note that this sphere increases your vibration and it also increases your love and light. So really enjoy soaking in this beautifully expansive, loving energy. Continue taking some nice deep breaths, remaining still. And what I'd love for you to do now is just to slowly start moving, some light stretching, finger wiggles, what have you. And whenever you feel ready, just come back to this space. And what I'd love for any of you listening live or later to do is to comment what your experience was and also how you're feeling. So if there's been any change in how you're feeling from before this to now. And I'd also love your feedback on what the experience was for you having complete silence. If you liked that, if you didn't like it, if you think music would help, if you just prefer the silence, let me know what your experience was of that. I'm genuinely curious. And for those of you who do not know how to do Universal Sphere, if you're at all curious about learning it, there's different classes and workshops that are offered. If you click on the events tab in this Universal Sphere public Facebook page, you can see some workshops and trainings coming up. A couple of them I'm teaching. And I really thank you for being here, whether it's live or later. So create a wonderful rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you. And take care. Be well.